Hello, in this video we're going to talk about short sale fraud and how different types of short sale arrangements can result in technically some type of fraud or problems for any of the participants in the transaction. Hello, this is Dave at TitleSearch.com and AFX Title. A short sale transaction with the lender in most cases is going to require that all the parties stipulate that it's an arm's length transaction, that the buyer and the seller don't know each other, they don't have any other side deals. Also important that there's not a second or third or fourth party to the transaction that's not reflected on the paperwork. Make sure that as a short sale buyer or seller that you don't have any other deals lined up, either to resell it from that original short sale or that's being not disclosed to the lender. Most lenders are going to require that you sign an affidavit that there are no other agreements with the seller and buyer. Even a small example of remaining an occupant. If you are the seller of a short sale property and you're going to remain an occupant of that property even for a week or two, you need to disclose that to the lender, otherwise it might void the short sale transaction. If you see a lot of others buying properties in an area, that's one of the things that a lender may want to look at to find out if there are short sales being transacted by one particular party. And a lot of times that's a red flag for them. Short sale fraud costs lenders millions of dollars, which in turn costs taxpayers millions of dollars. Because of that, it becomes a federal government issue, and a lot of times they're going to be the ones who will investigate these transactions if there's any indications of short sale fraud. They're going to be looking for things like a double closing. If there's a transaction that sells the property from the borrower to, let's say, one seller, and immediately that seller flips it to somebody else, that's going to be a red flag. And the government or the lender will look at the transaction to see if there was another sale of that property immediately after, even within a few days, that original short sale. That's going to be a red flag. They have task forces across the country looking at these short sales. They're looking at realtors, title companies, mortgage companies to make sure that the value that's being presented to the lender as the purchase price for that short sale is the highest and best value that they can get for the transaction. They're already taking a loss on the property from the purchase price. They want to make sure it's a fair value and there's not some side deal going on where somebody else is making a quick buck. So when you're doing a short sale, whether you're a buyer, a seller, a realtor, a mortgage company, make sure that you're looking at these transactions to see if there's any other side deals. Make sure there's no other terms and conditions of that sale contract, and if they are, that they're fully disclosed to the lender so that it doesn't turn into some type of investigation that affects the title after the fact. For more, you can click on the link at the bottom of this video for TitleSearch.com. We'll see you in the next video about more real estate subjects. And keep in mind, if there's somebody else who you think will benefit from this video, please pass it along to them. You can send the link to them and they can get the same information that you did.